remember playing the original Tomb Raider, and you're swimming through caves.
Tigers and shit.
Underworld, that's what it was.
Wolves are chasing you around. You have to shoot these wolves. You don't have a lot of ammo. They're kind of scary. And it's like, I'm raiding tombs. Wild animals chasing me. Swimming around. I'm done.
Yeah.
Off.
Yeah, I just lose interest.
For me, story's everything, and I just didn't connect with that story. And that's honestly why, like, I know they're great games, but I've never played any of the Uncharted or God of War.
Uncharted has a rad story.
It has an awesome story.
I know, but it doesn't interest me. Everyone's told me.
It's Indiana Jones.
I feel the exact same.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I like Indiana Jones. I don't want to see something that's like Indiana Jones. I already have enough time for Indiana Jones.
You know what, too? The only Uncharted I played was the second one, and I didn't finish that game. Because the story was good, but then up to a point I lost interest.
But like God of War, like I've played the demos of all the God of War games whenever they've come out, or when we've gone to E3 and stuff. Hey, those are fun action adventure. Like, I like the brawling controls, but for me, the most important thing is story, and I don't like that mythology.
What's the best story in a video game you've ever played? Let me guess, Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Solid's really up there, but the Legacy of Kain series.
That's your favorite video game
story was probably Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2, and Defiance. Yeah.
What's the story in those games?
It's like super gothy vampire shit.
You were kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to SWAT.
But is there like a lot of mythology?
It's like
stuff?
super old god mythology, King of the Vampires type stuff. Yeah. It's a whole story of revenge.
The story for God of War is awesome. Like the first God of War, that story is rad.
You know what? Regardless of the Greek god stuff, because that's something that's never interested me either.
Yeah.
At least even just talking about the first game has such a great beginning, middle, and end that it is like this could have been a movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Uncharted games don't even have like amazing plot, but the characters are so good that you genuinely care to see what happens to them. That was what it was for me.
Yeah.
The first game was pretty generic in gameplay, though. But 2 was a lot better. And got a little hazy towards the end. And it's funny, because I think Dominic quit at the same time you did. I remember you telling me.
Probably. It turns into the movie Congo, basically.
Dominic got to a point where he's just like,
nice gorilla.
Yeah, there's like evil gorillas in
Really?
it. Kind of, basically, sort of.
Is that offensive if I pretend to do sign language?
Every gorilla watching right now just turned to this fucking screen.
Sorry, gorillas out there.
They're not watching this at the zoo anymore.
Yeah, they just said, hey, time for a fucking banana. Off.
But anyway, regardless, though, what were we talking about?
We're talking... Rocco, what is the best video game story you've ever experienced?
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, or like just the series in general.
Yeah. It's up there, man.
That or Final Fantasy 7, probably.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for people to hate me for that.
What about you guys?
Why would they hate me for that?
Just because it's Final Fantasy 7.
I'm trying to
It's a popular
think.
game.
It is.
I mean, it's so
Popular
cliche,
game for
but
a
it's
fucking
true.
reason.
Exactly.
I mean, I will always be attached. This story isn't like the amazing, but Ocarina of Time is like, I thought a really cool. There's twists in it, and there's like a lot of story development. But you know what? I think without really having any dialogue, I think Shadow of the Colossus has an awesome story.
Yeah, you know what? I'd put
And
that up there
there's
without talking about it.
No talking.
Yeah.
It's just visual, and it's so fucking awesome. I remember when it was finished, Rocco hadn't beaten it yet, and I saw the ending. I was like, Rocco, you have to finish this game. Like, the story is fucking great.
Yeah, and it's funny because he said it's really great. It's not the best game ending of all time or anything, but it's awesome. You have to see it. And then when it was over, I was like, that might be my favorite game ending of all time. I literally thought that to myself. I was like, I'm really not trying to spite you here.
No, it's fine.
But
a honorable mention, just because I just played it on last week's Poorly Played stream.
Yeah.
And I played through it again this weekend. But the whole hero's journey story of the game Journey is a pretty good way of telling a story.
Yeah, that was good too.
Simply with no dialogue.
Yeah.
As Genova said, saves on localization.
What's your... Now, this goes beyond games, but Garrett and I had this conversation the other... actually, it was probably a few weeks ago. What is the universe or story or whatever you call it, I guess universe, of a fictional property that you connect to the most? Like, that is my thing I'm most into, or whatever.
Like if you could,
like for some people, it might be Star Wars.
If you
like
could step into a VR like room,
well, not even that. Not even that.
You could be in that universe.
Just a story thing or a universe that you are most like. That's my thing that I'm into. You know what I mean? Like, because I talked with you about it. I was like, you're so into like Evangelion and Metal Gear. But what's something like if a new thing came out from this universe, or a new movie or game from this thing, you'd be most excited about. And I think Garrett, I think you were saying it was Metal Gear, maybe, right?
I think, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. I'm like the most fascinated. I read the most backstory.
Yeah.
I go through every codec. I look up shit on the Wikipedia page to see character like cross-section. Oh, Fortune was related to the Marine commander on the barge. Oh, okay. Like, Metal Gear series probably for me.
Yeah. And what I was saying to Garrett was that's so perfect for him because Ava's up there.
Yeah.
But Metal Gear is all conspiracy.
Yeah.
That makes
Other
sense.
people trying to manipulate you, whatever, and it's all stuff that Garrett loves. You know what I mean?
And just like crazy realistic
exactly.
weapons.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's everything
and
you're about.
I was telling him, I'm like, for me, Ava is like just about at the top. It's like neck and neck with Lost.
Yeah.
And what both of those are something bigger going on, possibly on a religious level, but not clear.
Yeah.
But it's in that vague area of, is it supernatural or not? Yeah. And it's more personal stuff.
When I was watching Lost, I was just daydreaming daily about like, dude, what if I could just like be on the island? Like, wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be the funnest, I don't know, like thing to have happen?
I wouldn't want to fish.
Hey, regular life is pretty fucking monotonous and mundane. We go to work, we go home, we go to bed, we fucking do it all over again.
I enjoy life.
I have a lot of fun. I'm not saying it's not all fun.
What is Garrett getting at here?
But I'm just saying, if you had the ability,
I see it, but okay.
If you had, I'm sure a lot of people see it that way, though.
Yeah.
But if you had the ability to just be like transported into a totally different fucking universe that was of your creation, what would it be? Like, for me, if I was like a main character in a Metal Gear type grandiose story of conspiracy and world domination.
You've been training for that your whole life.
No!
Yes.
But like you're ready. Honestly,
I'm just saying. Oh yeah.
At a moment's notice, North Korea does bomb us and things get real. The person who is most prepared is Garrett.
It's me.
I'm just
He
saying
is
I'm glad
ready.
I live where I live.
But I'm not one of those weirdo.
No.
Like they
No,
film
no.
a TV show on you.
No.
And your fucking
You're
weapons
not.
and stuff.
No, that's not you.
No. I don't have a bunker.
You're not a doomsday prepper.
I don't have a bunker that you guys know
But
about.
like-
'Cause why would I tell you if I had a secret bunker?
Obviously.
But that's what I was saying. That was what I was most into.
Yeah.
For me, if I'm the biggest fanboy of something, it would be that. It'd be just of a universe and whatever. It'd be Lost or Ava, somewhere around there.
Would you ever choose? I mean, permanence is something that would suck. But like, if you could transport yourself to an alternate
I
dimension,
wouldn't want to transport myself to any of those. Those are just ones
be
I
in
like.
Lost, like be a character on the island.
No,
because
then I'd have to fucking dig and stuff.
That's my
See, I don't know.
I
That'd be
feel
so
like
fun
even-
for
How would
me.
he go on Facebook?
You guys like Evangelion and Lost, but I feel like nobody.
I'm not asking if I want to go there. I'm not bringing
I
that
thought
up.
that was the question.
Yeah.
Where would you want to live in and explore?
No, the universe that you're just most into, like just you're a fan.
I want to go be. I want to.
I was treating this as you have to go live
me
there.
too.
Yeah.
No, I never said go live there.
Derek, what universe? Where would you live?
Star Wars universe,
Yeah.
Harry Potter universe,
I would say
Really?
Harry Potter
or
universe,
Middle
too.
Earth.
Harry
Yeah,
Potter would
or
be
Middle
fun
Earth.
because like
And you know what? Middle Earth is probably number one,
Middle Earth. Yeah.
with Star Wars universe
Really?
being number two. Even though those may not be my favorite things ever, which even Star Wars is one of my favorite things ever, but I really like Evangelion, I really like Lost, but what I was saying is answering the question, what universe would I like to live in? I feel like nobody in those universes gets out ahead.
Yeah,
Everybody is punished in those universes.
Yeah.
But that's life. You got to go through some struggle.
You're picking a thing that's so fantasy it doesn't.
This isn't even what I asked.
That's
I want it to be realistic.
everyone in Evangelion gets fucked over. That's
Yeah.
life.
That's life.
I don't want to live there.
That's That's Evangelion.
So okay,
See
then
it
do a
now.
question. What universe are you what entity are you the biggest fan of, and then where would you live? Two different questions.
Okay.
Okay. entity atmosphere that I am the biggest fan of is not any particular work of fiction, but rather the era of the late 1800s on the planet Earth and anything that is loosely associated with that. And if it is supernatural and fantastic in nature, even better. But what I'm specifically describing is, in that time period, you had the Wild Wild West in America.
Yeah.
And then you had, like, Gothic, Jack the Ripper-esque stuff in the major cities of Europe and Eastern America. And I think that is just all around cool and generally interesting.
It's two extremes at one time.
So if anything is based in that, you're usually
if anything's based in that, and then if there's like supernatural, interdimensional, ghost, monster stuff within that realm, or
Lovecraftian,
or Lovecraft science. Oh my God, that's the best you can get.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's a cool period.
Surprisingly,
anything steampunk.
Surprisingly, Cowboys and Aliens was not good.
No, it didn't work out.
How did that happen?
Didn't work out.
What about you? Like what?
Oh my God!
So where would you want to live?
Hey, in answer to the chat, but nothing related to steampunk. Fuck off. Fuck off, steampunk. Fuck you.
Based world.
The thing I'm biggest fan of, just in terms of its universe and all that stuff, is Lost, probably.
But if you had to be,
but if I had to live there, I wouldn't want to go there. I'd go into Star Wars universe.
Yeah. Dude,
I'd be a badass.
Look, I'll go Star Trek universe.
Really?
Really?
All right, okay.
Why that versus?
I got the holodeck. It's a Federation.
All right,
you want future comfort.
Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings. What would you rather be? All powerful Jedi or all powerful wizard?
All powerful Jedi. That's in my
all-powerful
DNA.
Jedi.
Oh my God!
In my DNA.
Let me just say, and everybody out there who's a nerd knows the truth. All powerful wizard, one could destroy every Jedi in the universe.
No, the Force, dude.
No.
The fucking little kids from year 3.
If your Force is strong with you,
grew
nothing
up
can
and killed Lizard Face.
Hey,
right. So my point stands.
Hey. All I gotta say is Palpatine seemed like a pretty strong wizard till Vader took him.
Yeah.
Hey, all I'm saying is if Gandalf was in space, fuck everyone else.
Wait,
That's
so
true.
okay, if Gandalf fought Darth Vader, there's no way Darth Vader could win?
No. Yes, absolutely. If Gandalf fought Darth Vader, there is no way Darth Vader
I feel like Darth
could
Vader
win.
would just go, nope, your magic.
Yeah, he'd go like this, and Gandalf would like do some genie kind of smirk with his face, and Darth Vader's hand would melt. It would just melt off his body.
Smirk.
And then Gandalf would light up his pipe and puff on it and be like, that's right. Fuck you. Fuck
That's
you.
right.
He'd get right up in the
you.
camera and he'd go, fuck you,
He'd go,
Darth
that's
Vader.
right.
He'd go,
fuck you.
he'd go, fuck you, Darth Vader.
You'd have a puff. And then you go.
A Jedi dies precisely when I mean it to.
Hey,
Exactly.
so now that you've differentiated...
Something else has descended into the underground lair here.
Now that... Whoa.
What is
Hey,
this?
okay, Brian.
They can't see you there.
That's the one that's not on camera. Do Street Fighter. That's the next one. Brian.
That sounds
Brian.
staying
What?
If Gandalf fought Darth Vader, who would win?
Oh, God bless the ring, Brian.
I can't believe you're thinking this fucking hard. Such an easy question.
No,
It should be
it's
easy.
not.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, no,
Thank
no,
you.
no,
One more time.
Gandalf.
No.
Hands down.
Hands down. He would. Now I argued that Gandalf could single-handedly take on every Jedi in the universe.
Every single one.
Thank
he
you.
says.
He took down the Balrog.
He took down the Balrog. What?
Yeah, and Luke took down a Rancor.
Yeah, whatever. Rancor's a piece of shit.
The Rancor, the Balrog is the Rancor covered in lava and with a flaming whip.
The Rancor probably could have done all that stuff, but Luke killed him so fast he didn't get to do shit. There you go. That's why the fat guy cried.
Yeah.
Since you differentiated, what's that fat guy's character name?
The Rancor Keeper?
I thought he had a name.
Does he have a legit name?
Hey, the chat made a good point. Gandalf comes back from the dead. What are you going to do with the guy who comes back from
Vader
the dead?
probably he came
got
back as
burned
a
up by
ghost.
lava.
He came back as a ghost at the end of Jedi.
So one
There's
person comes
transformation.
back as a more powerful wizard, the other one comes back as a ghost.
Yeah, who could do anything.
No, he couldn't do anything.
Hey, you never see the ghosts fight in Star Wars. I bet they could fuck
No,
everything up.
they can appear and disappear and fucking smile and nod. That's the 4 things they can do.
I can't believe no one, since you differentiated the two questions.
Yeah.
So I would switch. I'm definitely most interested in the Metal Gear universe.
Yeah.
But if I had to transport myself somewhere, and I can't believe anyone else went, I guess Star Wars is kind of future based. Well, no,
Kind of.
long time ago, far, far away.
Yeah.
But I would go to like a Blade Runner esque, like Akira, future punk, like.
They're all things that end bad.
That's a shit world.
Blade Runner didn't end bad.
Nobody's
It's all dystopian.
I know,
nobody's happy
That's
in
where
Blade
I
Runner.
am happy.
Nobody's happy.
Every day,
Insane.
I'm
every
only
day-
happy when it rains.
Every day, Garrett wakes up and thinks, "I hope it all goes down from here."
Hey, Sean,
I hope-
that's absolutely true.
I hope today is the day
I'm not lying.
that shit goes down and I will be fine. That's what he hopes for.
I would transport myself to 28 days later. Just really hard to live. No, I'm just
Blade
kidding.
Runner
I'm
is
just
fine.
kidding. Planet of the Apes.
I would transport myself to 28 Days
With Sandra Bullock.
and Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah. Hey,
Which
Brian.
one would
This
you
was
be-
this was our discussion.
I would transport myself to the realm of Debbie Does Dallas. I would be the only man in Dallas.
Brian, what of fictional shows, game, whatever universes are you most interested? Like, if something new came out, like for Garrett, it's Metal Gear. If a new Metal Gear, he cares about that more than anything else. If a new Metal Gear thing comes out, is it an Evangelion thing? Is it a Star Wars thing? Is it a Lost thing? You know what I mean? Like, what of all the things is most important to you? And also, separate question: where would you transport yourself?
To what universe?
What coming out? If in all honesty, and this is not going to be an answer I think anybody's going to care about, but if there was like a new thing coming out, I'd want to see more news radio, which is my favorite show of all time.
That's just
So
great.
if a new thing right now, hey, a new 2-hour thing's coming next week about Lost, you wouldn't be as excited if a new 2-hour news radio
radio.
came out next week.
Because
I'm
really?
Because this is how my tier stands. News radio is above everything else.
Okay.
So then it doesn't even count when I put a list.
No.
Then it would be Lost.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
Hey, news
that's
radio is
my
a
Phil
really good
Hartman
show.
or
Yeah, who could
that-
forget the deep universe of
That-
news radio?
No, but that show was such. It came at a significant point in my life. It was my going from middle school to high school, and it shaped so much of my my comedic sense and what I like about what American culture I do know. I learned most of it from that show, to be honest.
Really?
with you. Yeah. That's why whenever I watch that show, it isn't like I'm watching a TV show. It's like I'm hanging out with old friends.
Wow.
That's how
Most
much
of
that show
those,
means to me.
most of those
Yeah.
actors, aside from Phil Hartman because of his tragic death,
Yeah.
but everyone's gone on to be well off, successful working actors.
Yeah.
Except for Andy Dick.
Beth,
Well, yeah.
well, no, but Andy Dick still does he's a fucking maniac, but he
He's-
still
he's
does stuff.
self-destructive.
Yeah.
He's still super consistent though working. He's
Yeah.
still constantly working.
And even
Joe
Vicki
Rogan,
Lewis. Vicki Lewis does Broadway.
Vicky Lewis
She
is
does?
Broadway. Oh, 'cause I was
Yeah,
gonna
that
say I don't,
was the one.
I don't see
Broadway-
Beth in much anything.
Yeah, no, you don't see her in a lot.
What
of
was
stuff.
the Black actress's name?
Candy
Catherine.
Alexander.
She's
Well,
on
in the show, Catherine.
She's on one of those CSI shows.
She was on CSI Miami for a while.
And then
The chick was on
that's
ER.
what she
Yeah.
left news radio for.
Mira.
Dave Foley's still blowing it up stand up.
He was doing stand up, and then
He acts.
What was that show that we were watching this weekend? With that on comedy. I'm sorry, on Adult Swim. That weird sketch comedy news show.
Newsreaders.
Newsreaders.
He was in that.
He was in that?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
that's cool.
He was the drunk dad who kept telling the son how he's going to rip off his arms if he keeps playing. What was it?
That's Tim and
Drums?
Eric produced. That's
Yeah.
absolutely
No.
right.
No, that's Nathan For You, which is one of my favorite shows to come out this year aside from Cold.
It's on Comedy Central. It's good.
Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to check it out.
Speaking of Adult Swim,
Yeah.
they just announced today they had a panel at South by Southwest. Adult Swim got the rights to the rebuild movies.
What?
They're gonna air.
Nice.
So
Oh wait, wait.
Evangelion rebuild
Last
movies.
Cody texted me that
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah, so it's okay, we're gonna air 1.0.
That's
so-
awesome. That's
That's
rad.
just weird. And they're a lot of people who already wanted to see these have it, but that just airing on TV. Is
Well, it hasn't. When was
weird.
the last time?
Ava has
Ava's
aired on
been on
TV
TV,
here. Has been a long
Sorry,
time.
like
Somebody in
coffee
the chat was saying, why wouldn't Rocco transport himself to the world of Degrassi? I already did that for a period of time, and it was great.
You did?
No, I just. No, there's nothing wrong with. No, it's.
What's so funny?
It's great.
What are you talking about? When did you do that?
It's a while back. I'll explain later. No, it's really not a big deal. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, someone mentioned Power Rangers, but then I'd have to do work. I'd have to defend.
You are so fucking lazy.
Fuck.
Oh,
No, but I just
you'd get to be a fucking ranger.
I already have the morpher. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Rocco,
Which have I shown that? I'm just kidding.
Rocco wants to avoid work, and Garrett wants to work as much as possible.
Oh yeah.
No, but
He wants a hard life.
I'm not
easy
saying-
life.
Dude,
I'm right in the middle.
If my work is taking down rogue cyborgs and shit, how fun. It's fucking.
I'm still glad that I'm
think-
impressed with you.
When you hit them on the ground and they just flop around and
Yeah.
twitch around and shit, and
I
milk
got that,
flies out of their circuitry.
I don't know
That's
what
sick.
that is, but I got that replica.
I love that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, Base in the chat says Family Guy universe, Sean.
Yeah.
Sean would love Family Guy.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
You think that's big?
No, just that comedy though.
You love flashbacks.
Yeah.
Of
I got
cutaways.
that replica morpher. Once
he
again,
did.
shout out, thank you, Pete, for that.